So one thing about my channel is I like making things, but I don't want to make things like the traditional way of making things. I would rather take things that are something else and turn it into something else. What's the word for that? Repurposing. That's what it is. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these, but like very simply because I'm not good at sewing things. You will not see me with a book full of patterns going to Joann's getting some fabric. You will see me at the thrift store in the tablecloth section picking up some placemats and some pillow shams. That brings us to the things that you'll need for this project, if I'm not forgetting anything, is fabric. This is I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what it is. It matters not, because I'm gonna change it. Scissors, of course. Your pattern that you drew yourself because you don't like normal patterns. A package of eyelets. I don't have the packaging for it, but it's like right next to it, but you will also need these to do the little eyelet part. And then speaking of that, you will also need a hammer. You have to do the bang bang. You'll also need a hammer because you're gonna need to whack the shit out of it. I feel like there was something else. I made a list and I forgot to look at it. So before I get into the actual video, I want to talk about these bodices. I got this pattern from this top that I thrifted off of Teleport. Teleport, by the way, is a new thrifting app, kind of like Depop meets TikTok, where you can just scroll and look at different outfits, but you can like buy the outfits. It's kind of like you get to like see like what it looks like on you and like how you can style it and all that stuff. If you sign up with my link, you get $10 off of your first purchase, so that's, you know, that's cool if you want to do that. But anyways, I found this on there and I knew that I wanted to use it for something. So when I got it, I was looking at it, I was thinking that wouldn't be that hard to replicate. I have like bodices that are like actually from the faire, and they're of course way more complicated, but I'm like, my simple brain, I feel like can do that. That's like 5 pieces, we can do it. I traced this one out. This is the first one that I did. This was made out of a table runner. I really like the fabric. I think it's perfect for a bodice. The bodice itself is not perfect though. As you can see, there's a lot of fraying. There's a side right here where I forgot to add seam allowance. The eyelets are embarrassingly uneven, but that was my first one, so I didn't expect it to be like amazing. I just wanted to see if I could do it. This is attempt number 2. As you can see, it's a little bit better than that one. The only thing with this one is it's a little uneven right here. It's just like, this fabric is really thick, so it's kind of hard for me to work with. It's such an improvement from the first one. When I realized that I was going to be doing this a lot and I was going to be making a lot more, I decided to make my own pattern. Again, patterns that are already in existence, they freak me out, so I had to make my own. Sewing girlies, you better not come after me because I will cry, okay? Don't do it. We're beginners here. This is for beginners.
So first we're going to put our pattern down on the fabric and determine what part of the fabric we want to be on the back of the bodice. And then once it's pinned down, you can go ahead and cut it out. And voila! I don't know why, but this part is so satisfying to me. Now we're going to set that to the side because we don't need it for the moment. We're going to work on the front pieces, again lining up your pattern so that you get the design that you want on that front piece, and putting that to the side to work on the other. And now you have the 2 front pieces. Now it's time to go around pinning it so that we can sew that up and have nice clean edges. And I am hand stitching. Of course, if you have a sewing machine, you can do that and it'll be a lot quicker. I just enjoy hand stitching, so that's typically what I use. Here you can see that I forgot to record, but I did start stitching the back piece a little bit, and I'm just going to finish that up now. So this is what it's looking like currently. Once we've sewed all the edges and they're looking absolutely fabulous, we're going to go ahead and pin the pieces together. And here's what it's looking like now. Again, remember, it's not perfect. I'm not a professional, but I'm very happy with it. Now to add the eyelets, as you can see, I've already added most of them because, like I said, I suck at filming things, but I'm going to show you how I add the ones on the other side. So first I measure it out and make a mark, and then I don't have the proper tools for it, so I'm using my seam ripper to poke a hole and then the scissors to make that hole bigger. This is actually the stressful part for me because I'm always afraid that I'm going to mess it up. Now we're going to grab our eyelets. So this is how they're going to fit together in the bodice. So we're going to take a cutting board so that we don't damage anything, and we're going to put the top eyelet into the hole. Then you're going to grab the bottom piece of the eyelet, put that on the inside. And then you're going to get the eyelet setter, the little black piece, and you're going to put it underneath on the cutting board. And then you're going to take the silver part and put it on top so that it fits inside there. And then you're just going to hammer it in. And there you have the set eyelet, and then we're just going to continue that all the way down. And this is what we have now. Now I'm just going in with scissors to clean it up a little bit, cutting off some of the excess thread and some of the fabric that was fraying a little bit. Now comes the fun part because we get to lace it up. I'm going to be using this for the top part, and then I'm going to use a smaller black string for the middle part. I would prefer it to be a little bit thicker, but this is just what I have for now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. I did also start on my next one, and I am experimenting with boning on this one, so I used a zip tie and just sewed it in the top right here, trying to like level up my bodices so that in the future they'll be a lot better. So this is just like the progress of how it's coming along in me discovering how to do this.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it or took something useful out of it, please hit the like button. Make sure to follow me on Instagram where I post fantasy photo shoots. Follow me on TikTok for daily Faire content. Subscribe on here to see all of that stuff, but like longer. Yeah.